In this topic, we will be studying about capacitors in series and parallel. Okay, some numericals related to series and parallel combination. Okay, starting from simplest applications to complicated ones. Okay, to begin with the first question, look at the arrangement. For this arrangement, they are asking you to find out what is the equivalent capacitance, charge on each capacitor, and potential difference across each capacitor. Now observe the combination. This is the battery which is having a 10 volts potential difference. So that is connected to 2, 2 and 1. So on observation you can see that 2 and 2 are in series combination and this combination is parallel to 1 microfarad. And we already know the formula. When capacitors are in series combination, 1 by C equivalent is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. So whenever you get two capacitors in series, I'll be making use of this relation. 1 by C dash is 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. On simplification, we get C dash is equal to C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. So directly I'll be using this formula. So apply the formula for these two. 2 and 2 in series. 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2. So what is C dash equal to? 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2. That is 4 divided by 4. Your answer would be 1 microfarad. So equivalent capacitance of 2 and 2 microfarad in series is 1. Now that 1 microfarad and 1 microfarad are in parallel. So therefore your final answer, equivalent capacitance would be 1 plus 1, which is 2 microfarad. So this is how we can get the answer for equivalent capacitance. Now coming to charge on each capacitor. See, if you observe, we have connected a 10 volts battery. Since 1 microfarad is parallel to 10, it will get 10 ohms. So voltage across the third capacitor is 10. Whereas coming to these two, since capacitance is equal, these two capacitors will get equal potential difference, that is 5 volt and 5 volt. Okay, they are in series. 10 should be distributed between these two. Since capacitance is equal, we will get equal potential difference. So what is the potential difference across each capacitor? If I call this as C1, C2, across C1, potential difference is 5 volts. Across C2, potential difference is 5 volts. And across C3, we have a potential difference of 10 volts. Okay, so even C bit is answered. And now we have got A and C, you can easily find B bit. So for B bit, what is the charge on this first capacitor? Charge is C1 V1. So Q1 is equal to, potential difference is 5, capacitance is 2, 5 2s, 10 microcoulomb. Similarly, Q2, charge on this capacitor is 2 into 5, again 10 microcoulomb. Charge on the third capacitor below is C into V, capacitance is 1 and potential difference is 10. So the product, okay, that would be 10 microcoulomb. So this is Q1, Q2 and Q3. Then we'll look at one more question on series parallel combination. Okay, here again I have given you 2 and 2 microfarad and 1 microfarad connected to a 10 volts battery. And you are asked to find out what is the equivalent capacitance, and then you have to find charge on each capacitor, and third bit is potential difference across each capacitor. So to do this, let us start with finding out the equivalent capacitance. Observe the circuit. These two capacitors are in parallel combination and that is in series with 1. And we know whenever two capacitors are in parallel, equivalent capacitance is C1 plus C2. So I'll modify the circuit. This is equivalent to 1 microfarad. 2 and 2 in parallel will become 4 microfarad connected to 10 volts battery. Now you can see 1 and 4 are in series. So what should be your C equivalent? C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. So 4 into 1 by 1 plus 4 microfarad, that is 4 by 5 microfarad. Okay, so this will give you the equivalent capacitance. Answer for first bit. Now come for B bit. charge on each capacitor. So let the total charge supplied by the battery be Q. See, the whole charge is passing through the first capacitor. After reaching this junction, it is divided. Since the two capacitors are of equal capacity, charge on this will be half, and here also you get it as half. It's equally divided. So total charge is Q, which is equally divided between 2 and 2. So first let us find out what is the total charge. We know Q is equal to C equivalent into V. C equivalent is 4 by 5. Potential difference is 10. So this gives you the charge supplied by the battery. So battery has supplied 8 microcoulomb. So what should be the charge on the first capacitor? I'll number these capacitors as C1, C2 and C3. Charge on first capacitor is Q. Okay, that's nothing but 8 microfarad. Charge on second capacitor, this is your second capacitor. On this it will be half Q by 2 and Q by 2. That is 4 microcoulomb, and Q3 would also be equal to 4 microcoulomb. So these are the answers for B bit. Now come to C bit. We need potential difference across each capacitor. You know the charge, you know the capacitance. We know V is equal to Q by C. So for C1, I'll write it as V1 is Q1 by C1. Q1 is 8, C1 is 1. So 8 by 1 volt. Then V2, voltage across this capacitor, second capacitor. Charge is 4 Q by 2 and this is 2. So 4 divided by capacitance is 2. That will be 2 volt. And V3 also obviously will be 2 volts because they are in parallel combination. In parallel combination, voltage remains same. Okay, in this question, the question is you have to find out the equivalent capacitance, then charge on each capacitor, and then find the potential difference across each capacitor. See, you are observing that all the three capacitors are in parallel combination. So you can easily find out what is the equivalent capacitance. We know in parallel combination, equivalent capacitance is C1 plus C2 plus C3. Add the values, 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, that will be 6 microfarad. Okay, this will be the answer for the first bit. Then coming to the B bit, you need to find the charge on each capacitor. As I have already told you, in parallel combination, potential remains constant throughout. So if I call this as C1, C2 and C3, potential difference across all of them is same and is equal to 12. So charge on the first capacitor can be written as C1 into V. C1 is 1 microfarad, I took it as C1, into potential difference is 12. So this will be in microcoulomb. Similarly, Q2 is its capacitance multiplied by 12. 12 into 2, 24 microcoulomb. And Q3, 3 into 12, 12 3s, 36 microcoulomb. So you can even get what is the total charge supplied by the battery. The total charge supplied by the battery will be Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Anyway, it is not asked, but just to know, this is the amount of charge supplied by the battery. And now potential difference, as I told you, V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V3, which is equal to applied voltage, that is 12 volts. So this will be a simple question related to capacitors. So in the previous question, I told you how to calculate the 3 bits for series when parallel combination. And now we are giving you 3 capacitors which are in series. Okay, so going stepwise. First calculate the equivalent capacitance. We know for A bit, for series combination, 1 by C equivalent is 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Okay, name them as C1, C2 and C3. Calculate the equivalent capacitance first. 1 by C equivalent is 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Take LCM, 6 plus 3 plus 2. So you will get C equivalent as 6 divided by 11 microfarad. Okay, so that would be the answer for A bit. Now coming to B bit, charge on each capacitor. We know in series combination, charge remains constant in all the capacitors. And how to get the charge? Q1 is equal to, Q2 is equal to, Q3 is equal to C equivalent into voltage. So C equivalent we already got it as 6 by 11 into applied voltage is 12. Okay, so your answer would be 72 by 11 microcoulomb. Then for C bit, potential difference across each capacitor. See, if I call the potential difference here as V1, V2 and V3, V1 will be equal to Q divided by C1. Okay, now you know what is the charge Q and you know the capacitance. So 72 by 11 divided by 1. Okay, that will be 72 by 11 ohms. Similarly, V2 is Q by C2. 72 by 11 divided by 2. So you will get 72 by 22 ohms. And similarly, what will be the value of V3? V3 will be Q divided by C3. That is 72 by 11 into 3. Okay, that's nothing but 72 divided by 33 volts. So these will give you the potential difference, and then we have calculated the charge as well as equivalent capacitance. Okay, in this question we are given n capacitors, each of capacitance C, and are connected in parallel, and the equivalent capacitance is C1. In series, equivalent capacitance is C2. Then we need to find out C1 divided by C2. Okay, so let us write. In parallel combination, we know C1 is equal to C plus C plus C, as many as the number of capacitors. Okay, because n such capacitors are given. For parallel combination, equivalent capacitance would be n times of C. Call this as equation 1. Whereas for series combination, 1 by C2 will be 1 by C plus 1 by C and so on up to n terms. Okay, n number of such functions, or 1 by C2 is equal to n divided by C, implies C2 is equal to C divided by n. Call this as equation 2. So you know what is C1 and you know what is C2. Now find the ratio between them, C1 by C2. C1 is n into C, C2 is C divided by n. So you will get the ratio n square is to 1. Okay, so this will be the answer. Now look at the next question. Okay, in all these questions we are going to find out the equivalent capacitance for A and B bits. So previously I told you simple arrangement of series parallel combination. Now these two questions are based on the property of unfolding the circuit. See, you can see A and B terminals are together. Okay, find equivalent capacitance between A and B is the question. So here also you find A and B together. So we have to unfold the circuit for solving this type of questions. Okay, let's see how to unfold it. So pull this B outward and A also outside the loop. Again I repeat, pull A and B outside the loops. Okay, if I pull this B outward and even hold this A string and then pull it out, how does your circuit look like? Upper C will remain as it is. Lower C, this is your circular part. B, along with A, these two capacitors will come out. So this is how your circuits look like. And now you know C, C, C and C. How are these two capacitors connected in parallel and these two are in series? First simplify the circuit. Okay, I'll write the simplified part. C and C in series will become C by 2, 1 by C plus 1 by C. C and C in parallel, your answer would be 2C. Now you can see 2C and C by 2 are in series. So what should be 1 by C equivalent equal to? Okay, we know 1 by C equivalent is 1 by C by 2 plus 1 by 2C, or 1 by C equivalent is 2 by C plus 1 by 2C. Take LCM, 4 plus 1. So your answer for this first bit would be, reverse the fraction, 2C by 5. Okay, so that would be your equivalent capacitance. So this is for the first bit, that is A. Similarly, let us try for second bit also. See, in the second bit also, if I unfold the circuit, pull this B outside, pull this A also outside, that means hold this terminal A and then pull it in the outward direction. After bringing this A outward, your circuit will look like this. Along with A, this plus shape with 4 capacitors is going to come out. This is a junction of all the 4 capacitors. And all the ends of these 3 capacitors are connected to the circle. And this is your terminal B. And now look at the circuit. All these are metal wires, nothing to do with the capacitance. 3 capacitors are in parallel, that is in series with C. So this will be equivalent to C and 3C between A and B. Since 3 and 3C are in parallel, series combination, C equivalent would be C1 C2 by C1 plus C2, that is 3C by 4. Okay, you can simplify it writing 1 by C plus 1 by 3C and reversing the fraction. You will get the same answer, that is 3C divided by 4. Okay, now the next set of questions. Okay, in this also we are asked to find out equivalent capacitance between A and B in the first and the second bits. But see, here we have metal wires connected in between. Okay, this is a metal wire and again this is a metal wire. So when metal wires are present, let's see how to solve the questions. So for such type of questions, we will write the terminals. Okay, so since this end is A, potential remains same throughout the points on this wire. So if I call this terminal as A, name this terminal also as A. Along the wire you go ahead, name this terminal as A, because throughout the wire potential remains constant. That means VA is equal to VA. Similarly, if this end is B, continue, we will call this terminal also as B. And now since I need equivalent capacitance between A and B, I will redraw the circuit. Keep A on one side, B on the other side. So where is the first capacitor between the terminals A and B? So cancel off this, connect a capacitor between A and B. Where is the second capacitor between B and A? Again between B and A, cancel it off. Now where is the third capacitor also between A and B? Now you'll observe that all the 3 capacitors are in parallel combination. Since all the 3 are in parallel, equivalent capacitance would be 3C. Then coming to this, here also we have metal wires connected. Let's see how to solve it. If this is A, go along the wire, name this as A. This is B. And here we don't have any name. I'll name this terminal as D. If this is D, this end is also D. Since we need equivalent capacitance between A and B, write A on one side, B on the other side. In between, I will write this new terminal, that is D. So where is the first capacitor between A and D? Connect it. As soon as you connect, keep a cross. Second capacitor is also between A and D. Remove this. Third is also between A and D. And the last one is between D and B. Now you can simplify. C, C and C in parallel. Between A and B you have 3C followed by C. So what should be the equivalent capacitance? 3C into C by 3C plus C. That is 3C by 4. Because they are in series combination. So if metal wires are connected inside the circuit, you can follow this method. Now look at this question, the method of solving. Okay, so here we have number of capacitors again, and the 2 terminals are on one side. A and B are together. So for such questions, start solving from another corner. Since 2C and 2C are in series, observe the last part of the branch. These 2 capacitors are in series. Since 2C and 2C are in series, answer would become C. So this circuit will be equivalent to 2C, C, 2C, C, and instead of these 2 I will write it as equal to C. Because they are in series, answer would become C. Now you can observe these 2 are in parallel combination. So that will reduce to 2C, C, here we have 2C, C and C in parallel, you will get 2C. Okay, we are reducing the branches. Now 2C and 2C again are in series, this will reduce to 2C, C and C. Okay, these are your terminals A and B. Now the last step, C and C in series, answer would be 2C. 2C and 2C again in series combination. I repeat, C and C in parallel, answer would be 2C. 2C and 2C in series combination, your equivalent capacitance would become equal to C. So this is how you can reduce it from the opposite side. Okay, I gave the values 2C and C, the numbers can be anything. Series, parallel, again series, parallel, series and parallel. Alternately they are connected in series and parallel. Okay, now look at these two questions, okay, which are not infinite series, but we have to find equivalent capacitance between A and B. Okay, the question is find equivalent capacitance between A and B. Now, since the terminals A and B are on the same side, let us try to solve it from the opposite direction. So start from the last branch. So observe these two capacitors, they are actually connected in series. So if 2C and 2C are in series, okay, we know answer would be 1 by 2C plus 1 by 2C, that is 1 by C and its reciprocal. You will get the answer as C. Again I repeat, 2C and 2C in series, answer would be C. So till here if you get the answer as C, okay, here I am representing it with dotted line. This is C, I have cancelled off these two. Now C and C are in parallel, answer would become 2C. 2C and 2C are in series, you can remove this with a capacitance C. Again C in parallel, answer would become 2C. 2C and 2C in series, cancel off, replace it with C. C in parallel, answer would become 2C. 2C and 2C in series, so what is your equivalent capacitance? It will be C. Okay, so this is how you will reduce the circuit from the opposite side and finally get the answer between A and B. Again I am repeating, these two are in series, answer is parallel to C. Again series and parallel, series and parallel, series. So like this you can reduce and find. Look at one more similar example. Since A and B terminals are on the same side, we'll start solving it from the opposite direction. 2C and 2C are in series. Okay, just now I told you if 2C and 2C are in series, remove them with a capacitance C. Now you can see C and C are in parallel combination. I can remove it, make it 2C. Now in this case, this is a capacitance 2C. Here also we have 2C. 2C and 2C in parallel, we will get the answer as 4C. Okay, now I am removing these two, making it 4C. Now you can see 4C and 4C are in series. Replace it with 2C. 2C and 2C in parallel, you can replace it with 4C. Now 4C and 4C are in series, so your equivalent capacitance would be 2C. Okay, if parallel combination, it reduces to half. So this is how you can get the equivalent capacitance. If A and B are on the same side, start solving the circuit from one corner. Now let us see how to solve the questions related to infinite series. Okay, when you are solving questions of infinite series, so the first step that you have to do is identify the branch which is continuously repeating. So in this arrangement, you can see C2C, C2C and C2C and it's going up to infinity. Which is the branch which is continuously repeating? Okay, so this branch, a combination of C and 2C is continuously repeating. Now, after that, assume that leaving one branch. Okay, so this was the repeating branch, C2C combination. Let the capacitance till this point, after adding up all the other branches, let the capacitance be X. Even if you add one more branch, answer of this should remain as equal to X. So to understand this logic, look at the simple example. Okay, say you have a very big beaker of water, a large container with water. Okay, so let the quantity of this water be, okay, some value. Say I will take the volume as, say I will take it as 20 liter. Now to this big container containing 20 liter of water, if you add one more drop of water, what would be the volume? It remains almost the same, because this drop is not going to make any much changes in its total volume. Exactly similar to it, till this particular point, leaving one branch, if your capacitance is X, adding one more branch, that means one drop to it, will not change its capacity. So using this condition, let us see how to find out the equivalent capacitance. See, 2C and X are in parallel combination. So till here it is C. This will be 2C plus X. A and B. Now you can see these two capacitors are in series combination. So C equivalent, that means X should be C1 into C2 by C1 plus C2 cross multiply 3Cx, C plus 2C is 3C into X plus X square should be, open this bracket, 2C square plus Cx, or X square plus 2Cx minus 2C square is equal to 0. See, we have got a quadratic equation here. Now you can solve the quadratic equation. The roots will be X is equal to minus B, that's minus 2C, plus or minus under root B square 4C square minus 4AC. So plus 4 into A is 1 into 2C square, this is minus 2C square, I made it plus, by 2 into A, that is 1, or X is equal to minus 2C plus or minus under root 8 plus 4 12C square divided by 2, or you get the value of X minus 2C plus or minus 2C root 3 divided by 2. If you can cancel off this 2, okay, your answer should be minus C plus or minus C root 3. Since your capacitance cannot be negative, we will take only the positive value. So X becomes root 3 minus 1 into C. So this will give you the equivalent capacitance of the combination. Now look at one more question of infinite series. Okay, just now I told you the logic how to find out the equivalent capacitance. Okay, let us apply it again for one more example. Step 1, identify the repeating branch. Okay, this is the branch which is repeating, C, C and C. Okay, this series is continuing. What is the next step? Leaving one repeating branch. Okay, this is a repeating branch. Assume the capacitance to be equal to X till here. Even if you add, answer should remain as X. Now let us simplify. C and X are in parallel combination. So C, C plus X, and this is C. Okay, I'll call this as A and a B. Now all these three are in parallel combination, series combination, Now write the equation. 1 by X, equivalent should be equal to X, should be 1 by C plus 1 by C plus 1 by C plus X. Okay, now once you write this, I think you can simplify it. Okay, let me write it quickly. 2 by C plus 1 by C plus X. Take LCM. C into C plus X. Cross multiply. 2C plus 2X plus C, or C square plus Cx is equal to 2Cx plus 2X square plus Xc, or 2X square, this is 2Cx plus Cx, I'll cancel off the Cx, plus 2Cx minus C square equal to 0. See, we again got a quadratic equation. Find the roots to get the answer. So what are the roots of this quadratic equation? X is equal to minus B minus 2C plus or minus under root B square 4C square, minus of minus will anyway become plus, 4AC, 4 into A is 2 into C square divided by 2A, that is 2 into 2. So X should be minus 2C plus or minus under root 4 2 is 8 plus 4, that is again 12 C square divided by 4. So you will get x as equal to, simplify it, minus 2c less or minus 2c root 3 divided by 4, or your value of x would be, if you cancel off this 2, root 3 minus 1 by 2 into c. Okay, so this will give you the equivalent capacitance. So coming to this question, see, we have a number of capacitors connected in parallel branches. So let's see how to find out the equivalent capacitance. So in the first branch you have only one capacitor. In the second branch we have two capacitors in series. So the equivalent capacitance would become C by 2. Next is C by 4, because 4 capacitors are in series, and this is going to continue. Okay, now how do we get the equivalent capacitance between A and B? Because all these branches are in parallel combination. Okay, C equivalent would be C1 plus C2 plus C3. So that is C plus C by 2 plus C by 4, C by 8, and the series is going to continue up to infinity. Okay, infinite number of branches. So C equivalent would be, take out C common, 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 and so on. So you can see it is in geometric progression, and we know sum up to infinity is A by 1 minus R. A is 1, common ratio is half, so 1 minus half. We get C equivalent as 2 times of C. Okay, so this is a simple example of one more infinite series combination. Okay, now observe this question. Okay, here we are unable to identify which are in parallel and series combination. So for such type of questions, it becomes easy if you name the terminals and solve. Okay, so start with one end. If this end is A, we can write the same name because all these are metal wires. Even this is A. Now this end is B, so this will be B and B. Okay, and I'll call this junction of 3 capacitors as D, because okay, you can take it as C. Now make a new circuit A, C and B, because we need equivalent capacitance between A and B. I am making these two at N. In between the terminal is C. So look at the first capacitor. It is connected between A and C. Value is 2. So cancel of this. Between A and C we have a 2 microfarad capacitor. Now between A and C there is one more 2 microfarad capacitor. Okay, so it's a 2 microfarad capacitor. Whichever you are connecting, cancel of that. Between A and B you have 4 microfarad. Okay, so this is A and this is B. So give the connection from the bottom. Okay, so this is a 4 microfarad capacitor. Now come to this. Between C and B you have another 4 microfarad. This is C and B. It's a 4 microfarad capacitor. And now you can observe we have these two in parallel combination, that is in series, and the whole combination is in parallel. Now you can easily reduce the circuit. 2 and 2 in parallel would become 4. 4 and 4 in series would become 2. 2 and 4 in parallel, what should be your equivalent capacitance? 6 microfarad. Again I repeat, 2 and 2 in parallel, add them 4. 4 and 4 in series would become 2. 2 and 4 again in parallel, add the values, equivalent capacitance would be 6 microfarad.